Warm welcome to all the viewers. Let's have a look on the top stories. Four terrorists traveling in a truck were collided on Thursday morning during an ongoing encounter near Nagrota in J&K's Jammu district. Four terrorists have been neutralized and the police constable is injured in an encounter at Bantol Plaza, Jammu with police, CRPF and army. Director General of Police Dilbag Singh said a group of 4 JEM terrorists had infiltrated into India through the international border in Samba on Wednesday night. They were travelling in a truck on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, which was intercepted by the police at a toll plaza near Nagrota. After they were intercepted, the heavily armed terrorists threw grenades at the police party. During the gun battle, the truck caught fire. The area was cordoned off and additional forces were rushed to the spot. Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh's son Raninder Singh is set to appear before the Enforcement Directorate at its office in Jalandhar on Thursday in the alleged Foreign Exchange Management Act violation case. He was earlier supposed to appear before it on November 6, and in October, the ED summons pertained to a case registered by the agency under the Foreign Exchange Management Act with regard to alleged possession of undisclosed assets abroad. Raninder Singh was questioned by the ED in the case in 2016 and was asked to explain the alleged movement of funds to Switzerland and creation of a trust and a few subsidiaries in the British Virgin Islands. Concerned over a spike in suicides, the Himachal Pradesh State Mental Health Authority is conducting a survey to assess the psychological impact of pandemic on people. The survey is being conducted in collaboration with the Department of Psychology, Himachal Pradesh University in Shimla, Mandi and Chamba districts with a sample size of 75,000. It would be completed in 21 days. Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia said that the Delhi government has no plan to impose a lockdown but may press some restrictions in market areas for some days to prevent the spread of COVID-19 if such need arises. Lockdown was not a solution to the pandemic. It could be tackled through proper medical arrangements which the government was doing effectively, he said while interacting with the reporters at the Delhi Secretariat. The national capital has been witnessing a spurt in coronavirus cases since October 28 when Delhi cases breached the 5,000 mark for the first time. First, allow the good trains to operate in Punjab, which will signal the lifting of the state's economic blockade. Only then we will consider allowing the passenger trains to operate in the state. This was the main decision taken by the 30 farmer unions that met in Chandigarh on Wednesday to discuss the further course of action in the ongoing farmers' agitation. After deliberating for over 5 hours, the union said that the centre must show its good intent by allowing goods train to operate. Keeping in view the rising number of COVID-19 cases in Chandigarh and its adjoining states, the UT Health Department has asked Chandigarh residents to avoid travelling to high-risk zones such as New Delhi and NCR region unless unavoidable. The department said the probability of getting infected increasing substantially when people travel to high-risk zones. A fresh row has erupted between the BJP and the Shromani Akali Dal over the former's sharp reaction to Akal Takht Jathedar's statement suggesting that the 2019 Lok Sabha polls were rigged. Akal Takht Jathedar Gyani Harpreet Singh had said that an EVM government was ruling the country. Senior BJP leader Harjit Singh Garewal called Singh an employee of a political family and termed him mentally ill. Garewal said the Jathedar had no business making political statements or calling a democratically elected government an EVM government. Days after the Bihar poll loss, the Congress continued to spar publicly with the party's Lok Sabha leader today, saying those unhappy with the party were free to leave. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's jibe was targeted at former minister and Congress MP Kapil Sibal, who recently criticized the party leadership for its inertia in the face of election debacles. Those unhappy with the functioning of the Congress and its state of affairs are free to leave. They have the freedom to form a new party or join any other if they feel the Congress is not the place for them, said Adhir, reacting to Sibal's remarks that the people did not see the Congress as a viable alternative anymore and that time for introspection was over. US President-elect Joe Biden provided a snapshot of the altered relationship with India during his phone conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Among the 5 priorities highlighted by Biden was strengthening democracy at home and abroad and maintaining a secure and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. After the failures of IL&FS, Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank and DHFL and the bailout of Yes Bank, the Reserve Bank of India decision to impose a 30-day moratorium on Lakshmi Vilas Bank and put in place a draft scheme for its amalgamation with DBS Bank India, a subsidiary of DBS of Singapore, has raised concern about the safety of financial system. The minimum temperature in the national capital dropped to 9.4 degrees Celsius on Thursday morning, the lowest this season so far, due to cold winds blowing from snow-capped western Himalayas. The minimum temperature on Thursday was 3 notches below normal. The city recorded a low of 10.6 degrees Celsius on Wednesday. That's all for the day. Thank you.